just before I was elected last year, I had a campaign poster made on my computer. So I sent out my campaign poster to my club president, Adele Durant, and she said, "This is very nice, Erich, but how does it help me get a CC?" That was a good point, actually, Adele. And I thought, you know, she's actually asking two questions there. She's asking, firstly, how do I get a CC as Adele Durant? But also, she's my club president. She's saying, how do I get a CC for the club? And then I thought, that's an interesting point, because what she's saying, actually, is that a CC is, for her, the minimum unit of success for a Toastmasters club. Like, that's the minimum. Our job is to produce CCs. That's what she's saying to me, essentially. And if you get elected, how are you going to help me get CCs? Out of my club, out of me? And also she's saying, I want a CC, which is interesting because she's a club president, right? And I thought about this as the minimum unit of success for a club. And then a friend of mine who's a co-parent at the school, actually, his name is Clint Tamim, and he joined Fourth Dimension Toastmasters. And you think back if you can, for some of us it's a little bit longer ago than others, but think back if you can to your first Toastmasters meeting. And you walk in there, and there's somebody, and they're speaking, and they're doing a thing called a CC1. And they are fantastic. And you go to the recess, and you say to somebody, one day, I want to be able to speak like that. And the VPE says, yeah, that day is in 2 weeks' time. It'll be great. They don't think, I'm going to join Toastmasters, I'm going to become an inspirational speaker. No. What Clint said was, I'm very good in front of people I know. This is a very common thing. You know, I'm joining Toastmasters because I'm good with known audiences. I'm not so good with people I don't know, i.e. all his new clients. So he says he goes to see a board of a big financial services company, and there are 8 people there, and he's never met them before, and he doesn't know what to say. So all people do when they walk into our Toastmasters clubs, this is the irony, they walk in and all they want is to be able to speak like a CC1. But what my club president wants is a CC. And if you think back to a CC, what is the CC10? It's inspire your audience. We are in the inspiration business on a continent that really needs inspiration. That's what we do. We produce inspirational speakers. That's our job. We are producing 1,000 inspirational speakers a year as an organization. That's what it means to run a distinguished club. That's what it means. On a continent that needs inspiration. I said this to my wife, is it a good line, eh? She says, yes. And she said, we need fewer dictators and more leaders. We need fewer Mugabes and more Mandelas. Isn't that the truth? But you know, if we do this, we can change the world. Can you imagine if we had more people in South Africa who knew the power of words, because words do have power. If we had more people who measured what they said, if we had more people who took an evaluation approach rather than an aggressive approach. Can you imagine the difference we could make in this continent? And we can, you know. If we run more distinguished clubs, we will produce more inspirational leaders, we will produce more inspirational speakers. If we start more Toastmasters clubs, we will spread this message. And we, ladies and gentlemen, can change the world. Mr. Decha.